So SSH keys, right? We said SSH keys that you generate on your own computer, and it's a way to identify your computer. Think of it as you give to your computer username and password in a way, and um, and then whenever you wanna use GitHub or Bitbucket, you need you need that key to copy to GitHub or Bitbucket, and then when you try to connect to that repository, it will look at that key and will look at your computer's key, and if they match, then it gives you uh, entrance to that repository. So that is when you do through command line, it happens behind the scenes. So you just set up this once, and you're good to go. Um, you can push files up and download files from the repository um, with just one command. You don't need to worry about authenticating your own computer. So that's what SSH keys are. And yeah, you want them in kind of two major situations, as I mentioned. Whenever you perform Git operations from your local machine, SSH key will authenticate your local machine with that remote server, so you can push files up and pull them down and work with that. And then also there are some use cases where some other systems are doing the same thing, but like let's say machine, not you performing commands, but something else is doing that for you. Let's say you have set up script somewhere to do something and push to that remote repository. You will have to set up SSH keys for that machine so it can do those things. Um, so it's two different ways of generating SSH keys on Windows and Mac and Linux, but Mac is Linux-like system, so it's very similar. But no one is using Linux here, so except Jim at home. But it's the same. The commands are the same for Mac and Linux. So let's try Windows. We will finally start using command line, and you will love that at the beginning, especially, I'm sure. But let's pull that up really quick. Whoever has Windows, Bill and Melody and Luis, you got command prompt up. And then this is the command that will generate. You type this, but don't do it with this email example. So really quick, what it does, it runs this command, which will generate the SSH key. It will be encrypted, so all this stuff you don't need to worry at this point for them. So you just type this command like this, and what you put here, it's your kind of signature, right? It's your email that it will be related to this SSH key. So when you type that,
does it have to be in quotes?
This here, yes.
So what email do you write? You write a personal email?
Yes, you do your personal email. Because this is the SSH key that we're gonna get copy later and put it in your own Git and GitHub, Bitbucket repositories.
So just tell me that SSH is in the command.
For this,
Yeah. It's not recognized as an internal or external command, operable program, or bash.
yeah, okay. All right, so look, we're gonna do what you all should do anytime you have problems. Say install generate SSH key on Windows, and then oh yeah, I forgot to put that. You need to download the PuTTY on Windows. You need to download this little software.
So many softwares, man. So many softwares.
That's all. Those are all tools for every developer, right? So PuTTY Let's see, you type PuTTY for Windows. You see it says a free SSH and Telnet client for Windows. So you will need to go here and download PuTTY right here. So you see how beautiful their website is. It's like from 1990s, but it's so you go to putty.org.
That's when you know a real developer made the website though.
Yeah, all developer, yes.
Yeah, it's all over something.
Yeah, I mean yeah, it's working. That's what it.
It's good buddy.org, that's it.
Yes, and then you click here to download PuTTY. That's only for Windows users, so Mac people don't do that part. We'll do Mac after we done with Windows. So this is a little bit. It's a trickier part to do on your own, so that's why I wanted to have it done here in class, so we make sure that everything is working. And this is only again one time. You set up this once, and your computer will be set up forever with SSH, and you can use. You see later how you're gonna use it. So are you guys? You have that? Do you have Melody SSH already set up or no? Okay. So you downloaded that? It should be small, right? Let me know when you guys are done with it, with the PuTTY part.
It's an MSI file. Normally I just get exe files.
Well, it's what was the Microsoft?
Executable files may contain
Bless you. So is there a pause somewhere?